Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to plate. We're back at Captain of Industry. Between episodes, man, I've been looking at this map. I've been looking at this map. And really studying it. If I hit the F11 key, let's come out. Actually, let's put on the overlays. Boom. Now we can see the whole map. Lots we want to do as we start thinking about the later gameplay and strategy. So we've got kind of access to basic resources. We've gotten through most of the tutorial, maybe all of the tutorial, we'll see. And we've got some things that were kind of placed in temporary fashion. Now we want to start thinking about long term. We've got a land bridge in motion here or under construction that's going to connect us to this center, kind of center lower island. That's all good. But I'm thinking in order to connect up to this big iron deposit here, maybe instead of mining resource over here, we should move our iron mines over this way, plow through this mountain. That's going to take some time. Then land bridge our way to this next big, huge resource deposit of iron. And there may be some challenges along the way. I know I had read some brief updates about how they were changing the mining, so it's not so easy to mine these real steep cliffs. We'll see. We'll just have to learn as we go. But I'm thinking of moving the iron mining operation over here. Not a big deal. Pretty easy, actually. And then similar thing with the copper. So we've got our ability to travel, let's see, through here, all the way over here to the coal, right? And then we created a ramp here to get up to this island. And now we can access the copper, and we tentatively set up a mining operation right here. But again, we don't really need to clear that copper for anything as far as expansion, but we might want to do it over here. Now, this is a huge mountain of copper, but maybe we want to be thinking about building our land bridge over to this little island, which looks ideal for farming, actually. It's super flat. So that might be something we do here. It's also at an elevation. I think this is at 5. If I F11 my way out of here and then do any kind of mining designation. Yeah, this is at level 5. If we wanted to, we could even bulldoze this thing down, make it bigger, take it down to level 2 or level 1, and try and preserve the soil or whatever. But we'll see if we even have to get to that level of detail. But the takeaway here is I'm thinking this mining operation for the copper should probably move over as well. And we could even set up another land bridge to the center island here too. Not sure what we'll use this for. Looks like we've got, I'm not sure if that's limestone maybe. Can't tell. Yeah, I'm guessing that's limestone resource. We've got more flat areas and trees and things. But yeah, we might do a second land bridge somehow across here. But we're definitely going to have to do some kind of bridge over here. So yeah, thinking about moving the copper mining to this area. And before we do, or the other concerns would be, we know we're going to need a ton of construction parts, even construction part level 1s. So we want to think about massively scaling that up. We may throw away a lot of this and set up a new factory. Maybe down, maybe just over to the right a little bit. And then we may want to even expand this land. Oh man, there's just so much to do. But the most pressing issue, I think, is our little warning here at the far left that's telling us we've got low diesel. I think that's the first thing we want to do this episode is scale up our little ad hoc diesel operation. I know this is pretty inefficient, and we're going to get more efficient ways of producing fuel, but let's scale up on the inefficiency just so that diesel or lack of diesel isn't holding us back. We can trade for diesel. I don't think we're going to be in trouble. We could always trade with a village here. I think, what is it? Roll this over. We could trade coal for diesel. We could trade, yeah, I guess that's it. Coal for diesel, and it's super cheap to do it. So we might do that if we get in a pinch, but let's this episode do that. And then we will, we also need to go repair the cargo ship. I think we're getting a notification that that's ready to go. Okay, damaged cargo ship. All required cargo is loaded. We can send the ship on its way. But now I guess we can go to the map. I'm going to hit play, get things moving again. Let's repair this. We're not going to be able to use it for a while. Let's go do it. I already loaded up the ship, so hopefully this guy can deliver that, and we'll have a cargo ship that's ready once we unlock the docks. Research is underway for construction part 2s. That's almost completed. Let's dig into the diesel problem here. We're going to need more diesel, and probably more dumps as well for it. Let's take a look. Basic distiller is going to take oil. It takes 18 per cycle. It looks like it's actually struggling to get that from 2 pump jacks, right? What do these guys pump out? They pump out 18 each, right? So why isn't this guy backed up? Because we've got a boost on it, maybe. We want more of this. Let's see how we want to do it. We can use up most of this land over here. Just trying to think through how much of this do we want. Bring up the overlay. Pump jacks. Garbage. Just thinking through how to do this in a scalable fashion. Two inputs and 3 outputs, basically. Man. Yeah, oil down. We might even have to remove the rubber. Yeah, let's just get on it. Let's just get on it. Here we go. Crude basic distiller. We can bring the oil in from the side. Coal. I want the wastewater maybe feeding out this way. Yeah, we're going to have to run lots of pipes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do this yet. There's 2. Let's get our little smokestacks up. We'll just do 1 per. These aren't super expensive, are they? 10 construction blocks. What am I missing? Out to in. That won't go, huh? Not sure why that's a problem. But I'll do it that way if I have to. Alright, and wastewater. Wastewater, let's do up and out if we can. Should these join up? Take off that last little piece. Up, up, up. And then waste dump Do a new one. Okay, that's not perfectly lined up, but we'll take it. Not sure how close I can get. Okay, that's that. Oil will be easy to route. In fact, we're probably going to tear that out. Let's see. How to scale this? The pipes. See how much fuel the pipes will actually move. I think these are 60 per minute, right? These guys want... Ooh, man. Do they want 54 per minute for real? Is that right? 54 per minute. The pipes only do 60? That's a challenge, right? And these guys put out 18 per minute. Actually takes 60 a minute. But they each need their own oil pipe. They might. So if we were to do that, let's get just thinking through the ratios. So this would be what? About 3 of these would be 54? Yeah, exactly. So each one gets 3. All right. We need 3 pump jacks. Okay, that's the first viable spot. I can do it. 1. I should have held the shift key down. 2. 3. That's fine. We're going to bring that pipe, wiggle it down, and feed this line. Let's do it. Incompatible port at the end. Do these have to be like 1 out? I can't remember how I did this in the past. Might have to come out 1 more. Fine. We're going to have to come out more than that anyway down here. These are going to take power, right? So we're going to burn diesel to make diesel. And then I'm guessing this one... This is all going to get ripped out, I think. But I can rerun the pipe later when we do that. Let's go up a little. Actually, all the way. Can you hop over? Oh no, each one gets its own. Sorry. Each one's got to have its own pipe. That's a kind of a bummer. There's a way to do this, right? Do what I want it to. Yep, exactly, right? Perfect. Do at least what I wanted. Perfect. Okay, now we need 3 more. Feed this guy. This guy goes bye-bye. We're going to just have to do it. Before we do that, let's make sure this gets up and running. Diesel, you're going to put out 24. So you guys can share an output pipe. Where do we want that? I guess we just want storage somewhere. I want to have multiple rows like this. I'm just trying to think through where they're going to go. Work our way back. Gonna do this other pipe run so I can see it. That's how that one's gonna go. And we might be able to do it right next door. Let's try it with pump jacks. No, I'm neglecting everything else going on the island right now, but there's work to be done. There's no reason we couldn't do it here. I'm gonna get a little screwy with the pipes because I don't think I can hug them right next to each other like this. At least I don't know how to run a line right on these guys. I don't think they want to connect. And I don't want to fiddle with it too much, or take the time to fiddle with it. That pretty much anticipated what I wanted to do, so I'll take it. No, I won't. I gotta connect these up first. Now, can you make your way up? Hopefully they can get there and build those, reach those things. 43 Unity, 44 is our cap. We could use some Unity to just to automatically construct these things a little faster for us. The chance these inner pipe things could be an issue, so I'll just quick deliver those. Interest of time to get this done. That's 2. These guys can share an output, and again, I'm trying to think through where would the diesel storage be? How are we going to feed that with these low-end pipes? I can only share 2 outputs, especially if I want a little tiny bit of headroom in case we do a boost. Do we have storage? Fluid storage. We'll take diesel. Need to get coal taken care of too, right? We need to get coal into these things. Let's do liquid storage here. We'll see how this plays out. Pipe. Just can't make it in there. Better high. We don't need to go high. quite make it. Come on. It's not going in the one spot I want it to go. Want you right there. Boom. And then I want you to come down a little bit. That's what I want. And then I want to try to get this guy connected up to here in a way that's not too terribly hideous. Now join to a ramp. All right, so that's how it's going to have to be. Fuel's connected. Wastewater is connected. This guy needs a recipe. Sure, you can take whatever I send you. At least those two things. These guys are waiting on our building materials, right? That's the next thing we need to do is scale up construction parts. What are we doing over here? Let's see what the holdup is. Let's push these down. Prioritize construction parts. Yeah, that guy can do a good job. Let's boost the boost back on this. That guy is full on electronics. And waiting on bricks for construction parts. Bricks. The new thing we're going to need to scale up. Let's boost that as well. Use up some unity while we're working here. Diesel has rebounded kind of on its own. It's still low, but we got 55 in the tanks here. We got to wait for all this to get constructed. Lots of construction part issues. While we're waiting on that, let's move our iron mine over this way. And we might be able to use the same mine control tower. I don't know if it matters. I guess we'll find out. The mine control tower has no mining designations in its area. That's right. Let's do them. Basically, get this all... Well, nope. Let's be more strategic. We'll try to go... where we're going to do the land bridge. So kind of as far off to the right as we can, really. Realistically, that's probably going to be something like this. And it's probably going to have to be fairly wide because I'm guessing we're going to get collapsing. Let's start with that. It'll be, I think, more efficient than what we had over here. As far as priorities, we'll get to this later. In fact, I can wipe these out because I think it's going to be a while before we need to mine that area. Take off the layers. Get out of this. Still waiting on this to get constructed. We've got one pump chap going. Waiting on, yeah, construction parts. Let's see what's going on with the boats. We haven't looked over there. This guy's done delivering construction parts. We have one cargo ship available, but we don't have anywhere to dock it. Let's go explore. New location there. Research is going on the fuel station, which is good. That's going to help our excavators in particular be more efficient so they're not driving halfway across the map to refuel. You got 2 excavators working on this coal deposit. And we have issues. We have problems. These guys have nowhere to take their copper. Okay. That we have to do. Oh, man. So much to do. Really want to start scaling up big and just focusing in on one thing at a time. But we still have some of the basics that aren't in place yet. For this design, I also want to get full hoppers ready. We've got the one here. Actually doing okay on coal. Rubber is probably full. Let's cut this off. That'll get our workers back. They can do something else, and hopefully it saves us some power too. We'll We'll leave this setup running until our new setup is up and running, and then we're probably going to double this at least. We'll put 6 more pump jacks, and then maybe 2 more light distillers over here. We might be able to leverage this one, actually. But it would look better if we had them symmetric, right? Maybe we'll do a similar kind of setup, identical to this. Maybe with separate storage tanks, too. I'm not crazy about that. Diesel. Yeah, we need to do copper. Let's move the mind control, or the area. We're way up high here, too. So this is going to be tricky. Let's look at the resource overlay. So we've got copper underground. We're probably going to ramp down and then land bridge across. So, yeah, that's tricky. We don't have a lot of room to even do that. Boy, what makes the most sense? Farm cannot store all the potatoes. We get plenty of food. That's not a concern. It's going to be over here. Set up a mining designation. I'm just wondering if we should go down. Like right out of the get-go, start burrowing down, because this is level 5. We're on this plane. We're at level 10. Let's take a look and see what that would look like if we did. If we go down, nine, 7, 6, 5. Let's do it this way. Man, it's going to be tricky. I just have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's the fun. Okay, 6 is there, and then can I change to flat? No, let's go down to 5, sorry. Extend that out. We get to level 5. One more. And then can we go flat after 5? All the way out. Something like that. And then hopefully we can land bridge over here, but it's going to be a while. We got to clear out all that copper. Then we'll have a path to do some dumping. We may even want to go lower, to tell you the truth, right? That would be less fill. Why don't we go down to level 3? Do that over again. It's more digging here, but then it'll be less fill later. All that goes. We're going to extend the mining designation down to level 3. May not be a good idea, but we'll see. And then now let's come flat at 3. Man. Why do I have the pipe thing up here? Try that again. There's 3. That's a little bit easier now to see. Boom. All the way out to the coast. That's our copper mine. And now we need to set up copper production. Look at this, man. We are really spread out. We got trucks that don't have anywhere to take their coal. Oh, man. There's a lot to improve. A lot to improve. We're just getting started, so bear with me. We're going to optimize it. We're going to set local storages outside the mines and all that kind of stuff. That guy's got all the coal he needs. Bricks, I think, is the problem now, right? For construction parts. This is not running. Why? Missing inputs. Water. Oh, man, water. Yeah, let's get more water collectors down. In fact, we want to do this a little different. We want to set up storage for the water. Bear with me, just thinking this through. That'll get us a couple storages. In fact, we can do even a couple more. Now this is a waste of precious construction materials. For now, I'm going to do that. That's just a buffer. But this isn't going to be the final how we do it. This guy has water. What's your issue? You need 2 per cycle. Missing input. Dirt. Mostly needs dirt. Get another excavator built if we can. And we're going to start chewing up this mountain here too. And hopefully that'll keep our brick factory running. We could turn off the dump site default. Where was that? Where was that? That was somewhere. Here. Let's turn that off and just see what happens. We may regret that. I can see I blocked one of the things. Let's do dry storage for dirt, or loose storage for dirt. Put these to water. I don't know if there's a cut and paste on that. I'm sure there is. Waiting on parts. But turning dirt off as the default fill should force more trucks to come over here and deliver dirt to the brick factory and then ultimately deliver it into this loose storage. And we'll put more up too. It's just an issue of building materials. This guy's got to go fill up his tank or something. We almost have the fuel station researched, and we won't have to watch that. That is painful to watch, these excavators. Drive over to a refinery to fill to fill up the tank. Pretty ridiculous. Full tank, back to the iron mine. I know we still have to do the copper. We'll get to that probably next episode. Need building materials. We're going to put more water collectors down here. Maybe an array of them. In fact, why don't we mark some trees here for harvesting? Low diesel, low maintenance. Oh man, we're getting all the warnings. Location explored. What do we get? Our ship has discovered a settlement. Get some rubber, some copper, and vehicle parts. Hooray. It's another place we can trade with. Let's see what they have. Fuel, not much that we're... Oh, rubber for wood. That's not great. What else? Chickens. We're not making any of these products yet. Contracts. Read this. Lists all contracts available. Product on the left side is the one you are exporting or selling, and the one on the right side is the one being imported. So if we deliver cement, they're going to give us a bunch of coal. Okay, contracts are meant to be used on a more permanent basis when compared to a quick trade. Contract has to be assigned to your cargo depot, not to a trading dock like in the case of a quick trade. In order to assign a contract, it has to be established first, which has a one-time unity cost. Established contract also costs a smaller monthly unity fee, and you also pay. Oh wait, and you also established contract also costs a smaller monthly unity fee, and you also pay a unity fee for every cargo exchanged, and it depends on the amounts exchanged. To see the maximum amount of quantities that can be transferred in one ship journey, use the drop down to select the size of a ship you're going to use. In case of more complex products, you can hover over the yellow diamond icon to see their production value. Contracts are generally lucrative, especially when you're exporting complex products, but it highly depends on the efficiency of your factory, so they are generally recommended for advanced factories. Okay, kind of cool. That's new to me. Makes sense. I like it. We're not going to do it anytime soon, but I like it. Okay, our ship's back at port. Let's send it out to explore again. Let's make sure it's emptied. It's cargo. How do we get this thing? Okay, cannot unload cargo. The shipyard is full. Can we put some random storage somewhere? Temporary. I'm getting tired of putting temporary stuff down though. How about in this kind of junk area? I just can't spare the building materials right now to do that. We're going to have to wait. I'm going to send them out with cargo. Go explore. Boom. Hopefully he's got the diesel fuel to do it. Yeah, he's got a full tank. Diesel, where are we at with that? 156. It's rebounding a little bit. Maintenance is low. What's going on with maintenance? Might need another machine. We've got a lot of new trucks, excavators, lots of everything. So I probably need to scale that up too. Yeah, that's just about it for this episode. We're trying to get our diesel squared away. We're waiting on construction parts. This is kind of the priority, I think. This is going to fuel our growth literally and figuratively. So I don't want to build too much before we have this set up and running. I'd like to get one more setup. With this, what we've got here with 3 refiners will be good for probably a good long time, actually. So hopefully we can get this guy back in motion and get more dirt over here. Did I set up an excavator? I did. Let's, next episode we'll set out at mining this guy down. Hopefully it'll get us some more dirt. I don't know if there's a bunch of rock in there, it won't be a big help, but hopefully there's some dirt and it'll be close by. We can truck it over to the brick factory. That's going to help our production of construction parts. Construction parts will help the completion of our little diesel setup here. And then we can start focusing on maintenance, get that squared away, and then set up more permanent manufacturing of construction parts, starting with level 1s, but then we'll get level 2s, 3s, and however many levels there are. But yeah, that's it. Oh man, it goes by quick. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this series on Captain of Industry. We're just still getting started. Things are starting to take on more structure. I like it. I hope you do too, and I will see you in the next one.